Hey guys, how we doing? Welcome back to Lee Slot Cars for another little build. Now, you've seen my layout, I assume by now, and it's not massive. And most of the interior sections are pretty much full of scenery and buildings and stuff that I put together. So, well, what do you do when you want to build, but you're running out of space? You create a bit more. So I'm going to be working over in this corner. And what I'm going to do is build a raised section, so I'll be sort of coming on from here, might be a little step down, raised section going around here in front of the plugs and then curving round, curving round there. So I can have stuff underneath and then there's a whole load of build space on top. And I want to build something that just sits in front of the plugs to hide them somehow. But obviously it needs to be easy to literally lift off so I can switch them on and off as need be. So that's the plan. Really not sure where I'm going with this. I really want to sort of try and hide these wires underneath as well, but then having said that, once you've got a platform underneath it and sort of cut around it, you're probably not going to see them that much anyway, so that might just be a bridge too far, having to hide these because it's very close to the track. So we shall see, never say never. So I've put these structures in place first of all. So the next thing I need to do is just to cut out a bit of foam board. It's going to be really fiddly actually because it's got to fit here. I'll probably have it coming out here and then just tapering around a bit, curving around, coming up here, and then it can sort of come out quite wide here. Right here in front of there, but I need to cut it so it slots underneath the wires of the plug, so it's going to be quite tricky. So I'm going to get a piece cut to this size first of all and then offer it up and see where I need to make the cuts. Right, some considerable time later, I've popped this in place. Nothing is stuck down as yet, but I've got a place under there to build, which will be something, I don't know, but I've got all this space on top to build, and I need to move some of these stickers up the sticker wall, probably use that for the stickers and everything, and I can put some background on this as well. And it means now that you've got the plugs here, this is removable, so if I need to take the plugs out for any reason, this section isn't going to be stuck down, and then I can put a building that just sits in front of it that you can just take out, you know, just lift away when you need to switch the power on. So really straightforward, but this has taken a bit of doing to get this right, but I'm quite happy with this now because it gives quite a lot of scope to build, and I can put a background bit on there as well, and so it really is like a continuation of this whole side section. And I've said before, whatever I do with the layout below it, this in some form can stay because it doesn't affect how the layout is. So when we look down this side section, it's really starting to take shape now. And when I've got the layout how I have, with a lot of track condensed, which I want to keep because it's great in terms of racing, it just means that all the walls in the shed are fair game for building. So that's where I'm up to, and now I need to sort of decide what this is actually going to be. Yes, I'm going to have a building on there of some sort that I can remove, but this is quite a big area that I can really go to town a little bit here with sort of landscaping and things like that. So it's a really good, useful space. So coffee and a think. So what I'm doing now is I'm just doing the border, you know, that goes around the front of the platform. And to do that, I've done my normal width, which is a ruler width, cut a couple of strips out, and I'm just putting scores in it so I can bend it, and then it can fit around the edge of the sort of the platform that I've done. And this is something I do on pretty much everything where it would fit in place, you know, because it just finishes it off, and I think it looks good. And then, you know, as I've done before, score it, and then you can literally bend it like that. So I'm going to carry on. I need to probably finish this bit, and then I need to measure it up because it curves one way and then it curves back again. So at some point I'll have to score on the other side of this so it's more of an S shape. So let's go and have a look how far I've got. This is the final bit. This is where it has it needs to bend that way and then bend that way as well. So I think I'm going to take it off to glue it in place. Yeah, I'll take it off because it's easier. Right, this is going to be a little bit fiddly. So I'm going to start with this section first. Okay, the glue gun is really quite hot, so it shouldn't go off quite as quickly, which should mean I should be able to move it about a bit. I want to get this quite central on the board. Oh, stuck my finger to it here, bit of glue. Okay, and once that section's on, then it's just a case of putting glue on the rest of it and folding that round. So let's get that done. There it is. That's that section in place. So I mean, this is the advantage. When I was talking a while ago about the difference between modelling with Foamboard and with MDF, this is where Foamboard just comes into its own, because you can build big structures in next to no time really easily. So what I'm going to do, I think, because I've got this piece here, I think I'm going to continue that along here for now to meet up. To meet up with there. And then I think the first thing I'm going to do is something in front of the plugs, but it might just be a brick wall or a wall of some sort that comes around here, and this section just lifts away rather than having a building there as such. I don't know. I'm just going to cut out a piece that will cover the plugs, and I'll decide what to do with it after. Right, so now I'm cutting out a section, the section that will go in front of the plugs. So I've measured it and it's 4 inches high. My light's just fallen down on my head. It's not ideal when you're doing a bit of precision cutting. Okay, that's that piece. Let's address this before I do some real damage. Get in, you fucker. I'll be right back. Okay, managed to sort that out. Right, so this section is going to sit in front of the plugs. I'm just going to put sides, top, and that's all I'm going to do on this, because I don't know what I'm doing with it yet. So I'm going to get in place so you can see what I'm trying to do, and then I need to decide whether it's going to be a wall, whether it's going to be a building. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to get the other bits measured up, and we'll see how we get on. Right, so let's get this section put together. I've measured it all out and cut it to size, hopefully. I'll get these pieces stuck on. We'll see if my idea looks like it might work. So that goes there, that bit's there, right, okay. Okay, so it's going to look something like that. And now all I need to do is just fit this top section on, and it should be there or thereabouts. I'm just going to put a bit there, one in the middle, one in the end, and one on the back section there. And pop this on top like that. Hold it in place for a minute because the glue is very hot, so it takes just a few seconds more to go off. Okay, there we have an exciting block. Let's see if this works. Well, it does work. It hides the plugs, and that was all I wanted. I don't want anything more detailed, nothing fancy or anything. Yeah, it hides the plugs. So I need to decide what to do with this because it looks big and bulky. So there could be a possibility of making it look like a building. How much room have I got behind there to play with? Not a great deal. So I might be able to sort of put a back panel in just behind this and cut some windows out and make it look like it is something. I think I need to do that. I think this needs to be a separate project, building something. It won't have lights in, it's going to be too complicated to do, but it needs to be something. And then I can have something there, a couple of bits there maybe. This can be a nice sort of, nice work on a bit of scenery here, you know, maybe a bit of grass, paving, benches, fountain, trees. I don't know, but I need to decide what to do with this first of all. All I'm going to do on this section, I think, is just give the base a coat of paint, just so it doesn't look too white and bright. I will probably put decals on the front, you know, this sort of thing, because that tends to be what I do. So I think for now I'm going to paint it, and that will give me time while I'm painting it to think what I'm going to do next with it. It's had a very basic coat of paint because I like to get the first coat on because it always needs second coat because it goes, you know, brush marky because it's a glossy surface. I haven't done the roof yet. And I'm just thinking about what I'm going to do with this. I've just been throwing bits on and having a look really. That's on just to keep the weight down for the time being, because when you paint foamboard it can bow a little bit, so that's holding it down, and that bit is tucked under there, so that keeps that down. But I think as I've got all these buildings going all around the side, I think I'm going to do the same here. I think I'm just going to stick some buildings along the back section. I'm going to leave the side for the time being, and then just paint the very top section blue so you've got a bit of sky. Because I think what I will do, I mean, I've come this far, why not continue, is I think I'm going to buy a couple of shelf brackets and just put a shelf on top there. And then I can continue this section at the top, a continuation of this middle section, I guess, and then underneath you've got whatever can go there. So I've got loads and loads of scope for building on this little layout, and it means I don't have to change the track, which is fantastic. The other fortunate thing really is if we take that off and switch the lights on, there's actually a floodlight under there, so when I build something under there it gives enough light for it to be effective. So that was a bit fortunate really, but that worked out well. So I'm going to print off some buildings, get them stuck on the back there. I've got one of these, so I need to print out another sheet of these just to follow around there, because I like doing that and finish it off. It takes away the plainness of the white. This is going to be a building of some sort, but I think rather than having cut out windows, it might have another level on it actually that will have cut out windows and detail inside. why not? Silly not to waste an opportunity. And I think for windows and doors for this, I will adopt a similar system, if I can go around here, to this. So you see where I've just got the black and the white frames, and I think that will work quite well on this building, but I don't think it's going to be great because it's too much. But I need to have a think, have a play around with colours, get these printed out, get them put on, and I think for this video that might be it, because I don't want to go on too long with this. So right, printer. Well, I've found a use for the box. I've been a bit creative. There you go, we have a McDonald's. I've just painted it, cut out that from Tinternet, stuck it on, so the plug cover is now a McDonald's, and that can probably stay there. It might need tweaking a little bit. So all I'm going to do the rest of this video, I'm going to ignore that, is get the back bit done with the buildings stuck on the back, and we'll see what it looks like. Well, that sort of ties it all together quite nicely from here with the buildings in the background. That hasn't stuck down. Need some hot glue on that, PVA for the rest of it, but because that's stuck on a bit of cardboard, it's not sticking that well, so I'll get that stuck. But this is going to have a continuation over the top, that's why I haven't gone up any higher with the blue. I think the McDonald's looks pretty good there, and I quite like the rotating billboard just there as well. So all I have to do to finish this section of the build is to get these decals put on, which I'm going to do, and that will be in the passing shot when I've finished. So this has really opened up some scope for some more scratch builds in the very near future, and well, a good thing to look forward to in the new year. So thanks for watching, guys. You'll take care, my friends.